So I think whoever comes and we'll start it.
Yeah.
Right? We don't need to wait. Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejase Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesavam Badarayanam Sutrabhasakritam Vande Bhagavanto Punaha Punaha Ishvara Gururatmeti Murtibheda Vibhagine Vemavad Vyapta Dehaya Siddhachina Murtaye Namaha Siddhachina Murtaye Namaha Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurudeva Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Dhyanamalam Guraramurti Pujamulam Gururapadam Mantramulam Gururvakyam Musyamalam Guruho Kripa Musyamalam Guruho Kripa Musyamalam Guruho Kripa Om Anek Janma Samprapta Janma Karma Vedahinaha Atmajnana Pradhanina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Shanti 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 Om Ganganapataye Namaha Om Gongurubhyo Namaha Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha Om Klim Kalikaye Namaha Om Klim Bhadrakalli Namaha Om Dum Durgaye Namaha Om Hrim Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivoham 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 Satchidanandoham Shivoham 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 Vahyatmam Amaratmam Shivoham 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 Ganga Maya ki jai. So Mother Ganges and flowing besides me here today, the special day. The topic is, the theme is enlightenments and its methods, and enlightenment, the secrets of the methods. So actually we have to understand clearly what is the enlightenments and what is secrets and what is methods. So generally, I mean, today nothing is a secret, but still we don't know what is God, what is unknown consciousness. Although in 21st century we arrived to know many kind of sciences, even today we are unable to know not about ourselves, even the breath is that what we have been studying in the Patanjali Yoga Secrets. Chitta, Briti, Nirodha, breath is. So once you know the breath is, the modification of the mind, naturally you can assess to the into the enlightenments. Otherwise, we are far from the enlightenments. So we do make efforts and practice so many kind of techniques and methods in order to enter into kingdom of enlightenments and becoming a free ourselves. So we have to develop the awareness, the consciousness, what kind of practice is enough and suitable as per our own consciousness, own emotions, passions, temperaments, so that we can go further. Most of the time, actually, we don't introspect ourselves properly, correctly, so that we do practice many kind of methods and so many techniques in order to attain the enlightenments, in order to attain what is called freedom, what is called love. So enlightenment all about to experience the absolute love that is the throughout the civilizations. Generally, all beings are searching. All beings, all sentient beings. Everybody searching the love, nothing else. So the secrets of enlightenment is to find the absolute love, no matter what you do. So we all are searching the love through the practice of a spiritual techniques, spiritual science. So therefore, throughout the civilization in the past, been today, and will be in the future. So we all are going to looking how to find this inner love, that love can carry all the way, so that we can live peace and harmony. So that is very, very important. No matter, again, once again, I repeat, no matter what you do, so everything we do love. But what happening in our social or in the samsara, in the life of a worldly life, the life of the samsara. So we try to find this love through our wife, through the children, through the business. For example, we go to nature, we climbing, we go sports, right? We are swimming, and also we do many kind of practices. Why not the politics? Why not the sports? As actor or actress, becoming politicians. So our love will depend on the material objectives. So no matter what you do, so that is the one of the wrong method, wrong techniques. So we have to understand what are the secret techniques, what are the secret methods in order to that find the love. We see, and we should not depend on others. Even we should not depend on our own body, even the mind, even the breath is. So therefore, it is the time for the introspect. Sometimes we do study spiritual science, we become monk or a yogi or as a religious, and we do various techniques of meditations, various techniques, and we do spend so much time for also, and people spend their whole life in order to find that inner love, but they don't know what they're searching for it, and they do use a lot of techniques in order to find that love. So we have to understand and how to find this love through techniques and what are the secrets. So therefore, as I say that, I would like to repeat again, as a human being, even the all animals, the insect, the plants, everyone searching unconsciously. Actually, we are not conscious, and those people are conscious, so they are not going to depend on the material objectives in order to find the inner love, the absolute love. So therefore, and in our human life, the biggest tragedy is, and biggest suffering is, we are depending on the objectives. right? So when depending on the objectives are not the permanent the solutions. For example, we depend our love on the business. Business sometimes collapsed. We depend the love on our own wife. Wife sometimes die, become sick. We depend our love on the husband or our children or in the politics. Doesn't matter, whatever we do. So, but we depend on that, on the material objectives. But we must be clear, these material objectives are not going to survive for a long time. Why not the Himalaya even? Sannyas people like to left the home. They all the way come to Himalaya in the cave of the Himalaya, right? They searching the love also. But sometimes earthquake comes, like the Kedarnath happens in some years before. Many caves are gone, many temples are gone. So where you can find the love? So, and sometimes the river also changes its motion, right? Sometimes the river can be mountain can be river, right? Due to natural calamities. So we can see that we don't even find the love with the nature. So what I mean here, so we searching love, and in order to find that the absolute love, the pure love, and with others objectives. So here the question mark comes, as we are live in samsara, as a life in world life, should I expect love on material objects? The question mark comes. Should I depend the love in my nice palace, the king palace, royal palace? Should I depend my love on the river Mother Ganges or the cave of the Himalayas, or becoming a monk, becoming yogi? Is my love in the monk or in the yogi? Actually, no. These all are material objective, material perceptions, and that is called false information. That is called biparya, pramana biparya, and biparya means the false knowledge. We are actually trapped into the false knowledge. When trapped with the false knowledge, what happening? So actually, you are not going to find the inner and pure and absolute love. So naturally, so we are going to facing all kind of sufferings in the samsara. But question mark comes, should we continue our sufferings? Should we continue our facing every day our obstacles? Should we continue our miserable life forever? Should we continue you understand me? So should we continue such a habit pattern of the mind? That means we are so much accumulated. I would say we are so much addicted, and we addicted like a children. When they eat one ice cream, they want second ice cream. When you are eating chocolate cake, you like the second cake, right? Because we try to find that love. But at the end of the day, what happening? So how many chocolate you can eat? Or how many ice cream can you eat? For example, you eat one ice cream, second ice cream, third ice cream, fourth ice cream. But sometimes your throat is finished. So you are going to suffering with the cold, right? And you are unable to even speak. I remember I was a long time in 2000, I think 3 or 4. So I was traveling in the ferry, big ship, from Sweden, from Stockholm to Finland. And at that time, I was so much addicted about Coca-Cola. You see, I was so much addicted to Coca-Cola. So I remember that day, and I have the host from Sweden. So they bring a big box, around maybe 24 Coca-Colas. So I remember that 2 ladies with me, that from Latvia, and my host also, their mother also. So we are around 5 people. I remember, and I counted also. I was drinking 9 Coca-Colas, and it's so much cold. You see how we are searching our love, the pleasure, the bliss, even Coca-Cola, right? So we are searching our bliss, the happiness, no matter what you are thinking, but you are actually expecting the pleasure. So anything you do, you like to expect the pleasures. And you know what happened at the end of the day? I was drank 9 Coca-Colas. I remember today in 2000, I think 3 or 4. I was end of the day, end of the evening, because we have to return back to Stockholm. I did not arrive in the Finland that time because I did not have visa or something like that. So I have to back return, something like that. So anyway, I was unable to speak for 2 days. Even I tried to speak. It's not possible at all. I was not Mauna. So because I was unable to speak, my throat is totally finished, completely over. You see, the Coca-Cola have so much poison, but even intellectually, I know it is poison. Intellectually, I know it is not good. Intellectually, I know, but I'm addicted of the pleasures, addiction. So that pleasure count as love actually. If you check it consciously, and as a yogi, I was introspect my mind, introspect my breath is, because most of the things always I introspect myself. We call Atma Chintana, self-analysis, Atma Chintan. So you can understand now through these examples. So we are actually searching the love, and the love gives us pleasure, but we want the continuity of the pleasure. Not today, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So we have addiction of the pleasure. So as you are a human being, forget the animal, of course they're searching the love as well. But as a human being, we are addicted over pleasure, means we are searching the love really. So find yourself means find the absolute love. Enlightenment is nothing but find the pure love, the absolute love, which love you can continue and experiencing every moment of your life, no matter either you are a physical body, either you are conscious or dead, no matter. Like a yogi, when they perform and establish samadhi, so naturally they're getting out of the physical body. They are conscious, but they are nothing with the attachment to the physical body. Even they enter in subtle body, astral body, and causal body, and enter into Dibya Sarir or the divine body, where they experience the pure love. Like the Valmiki Rishi, the great saint, and I was the writer of the Ramayana, like Valmiki. Valmiki Rishi, called Valmiki Ramayana also. So you can see Valmiki Rishi, and he was meditate, and his whole body was only sand. Balu means sand. You understand? I think you remember Atmananda, no? Valmiki Rishi. So Valmiki is the great saint, great Rishi, and he was meditating. And he was meditating such a way, he forget his whole body. And whole body was like a Valu. Valu means sand. Whole body was sand. And he was not in the body consciousness. Because when you enter into Samadhi, you never return. Most of the time, some yogis never return also. They leave the physical body. So sometimes see, you can see, that a lot of people experience, and cave of the Himalayas, sometimes it happens, the yogis, they leave their physical body. You can see there are skeletons in the cave, the skeletons. That happens most of the time, because the pure sannyasins who renounced this world and who decided to be enlightenment, like Lord Buddha, he was sitting under a tree for a long time, and he decided, until unless enlightenment, I will not break my meditation. Although he was almost left his body consciousness, and he was like skeleton body. So I heard their story, and there when he was meditating on a tree in the forest, that called Lumbini, and where called Buddha Gaya, he used to also Buddha Gaya, who was enlightenment in Bihar. But anyway, so Lord Buddha also meditated, also Lumbini as well, in Nepal, where he was born, and that the forest areas also. But he was enlightenment in the Buddha Gaya, Buddha Gaya in the one of the district and province in the Bihar. So east part of India almost. So what I mean here, so a lot of monkeys, that story was telling, it's the story, but how much truth, God knows. So when Lord Buddha was meditating under a tree, so sometimes monkeys are thinking, how this person meditating? I mean, what are you doing here? He never eat so long time. Is it going to survive? So that story was there. So monkeys are used to provide the fruits to the Lord Buddha. So nature will be very kind to you. Once you are going to higher enlightenments, so nature also going to serve you. Serve you when you find the higher love. So what I mean, so when you are going to experience the higher love, the higher pleasure, the higher bliss. So you are not going to depend. You are not going to depend on the nature. Rather, nature will depend on you, right? The nature going to serving you. You don't need to serve the nature. So the secrets of enlightenment is how to master the breath is. Very beginning, we have to understand the breath is. We say chitta, briti niraditi yoga or yoga chitta briti niradaha. That you have been study also the pramana, viparya, vikalpa, and nidra and smriti. Iti britayah panchatrayah klishta klishta. Right? Britayah panchatrayah klishta klishta. So briti are the five. Pramana, direct perception, the direct cognizance, which is the along with it, the consciousness of viveka, the morals. Morals are very important in order to introspect, self-analysis, atma chintana, to find the secrets of the enlightenments, the secret, the methods of the enlightenments. So therefore, we have to be very clear and walk in the path of spirituality. And in order to enlightenment, atma sakyatka, how to direct cognize yourself. So as we understood intellectually, we are not this body, not the mind, but we are atma, right? That we understand only intellectually. But same time, atma is the love that we never understood. We never understood even intellectually, intellectual not, but still, and we are searching the love, and in externally, we think depend on the external objectives. For example, we are living the samsara with the family, father, mother, brother, sister, friends, colleagues, whatever, is all our external objectives. Although is apparent truth in order to living the survival, but higher love does not exist. So therefore, we have to be very clear what the apparent truth and what the permanent truth. Apparent truth only helping you hand to mouth, but not real life to lead. So real life only comes once we experience that a higher love. And once we experience this higher love, so naturally, more easier you can love anyone. Either they stay with you or they live with you. So there is no way to be depressed, right? Because when you're living the samsara, sometimes people with live with a cat forget the human being. Sometimes nowadays, havi. Sometimes people live with the dogs, the cats, right? Sometimes mouse. I sometimes saw the mouse in Europe, small children. If sometimes mouse something happens, they cry a lot. So their pleasure, their bliss, their love depend on these small pets. Even sometimes people are addicted with the dogs, even they sleep with the dogs and the cats and all these things. So what I mean, we expect so much love with the external objectives, and that is the and that is not and correct as per our higher understanding of the love. So therefore, question mark comes here. How to develop this viveka, the morals? We call viveka. How to develop these morals? How to awaken these morals? That is very important. Then another thing comes. It's a viveka vairagya bham tannirodha. Viveka and vairagya. Two things are very important. If I expect natural, we are addicted. Like I said, my own example, I was addicted of the pleasure, and I expect that pleasure can lead to me love, right? Then I drink 9 Coca-Colas, for example, 9 bottles. So end of the day become sick. So what happening in our life? In our life, we do the same. We have so much addicted of our pleasure, and we depend on the material objectives. And when material objectives we are depend, so naturally we become sick. And when naturally we sick, so what happened in our life? So we are miserable, right? We are become depressed. Sometimes see, Atmanan, we try to smoke chilam, marijuana, let the vodka, have a wine, and or killing animals, eating a lot of things. So a lot of things we do only for the, not about pleasure, but this pleasure we think we can find that inner love, the pure love. So this is the mistaken. So this is called false knowledge, viparya, the false knowledge. Pramana is direct cognition, direct perceptions. So these are the we have to be very clear that direct cognitions, direct perceptions. So that leads to the proper analysis, true Atma Chintana. That is very important. So therefore, you have to find some time, like daily, at least for 10 minutes or 5 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour, whatever the time is available to you. So at least can spend for Atma Chintana, for self-analysis. What kind of methods, what kind of techniques going to help me in order to find the inner love? And that love will be exist all the time, no matter wherever I will be. Right? I'm with my parents, or I'm in Germany, or inside of Ganges, or cave of the Himalayas, or I'm going to be a monk, or going to be a father or mother, no matter. So that love has to continue every moment in your life. And that love only can help you in order to experience the higher the consciousness. So, but the problem is that, but how to find this inner love, right? So here we say Viveka Vairagya Bham. So we have to awaken this Viveka, the common sense. So that leads to the Vairagya. Vairagya means dispassion. Sometimes we translate Vairagya means renunciation. Vairagya means dispassion. Passion means raga. Vairagya means dispassion, free from the raga, free from the attachment. But here, as per the higher understanding of the spiritual science or the yogic science or the science of enlightenment, is about awareness, is about consciousness. Because when you live in a samsara, it's not possible everything to renounce. Everything to renounce. So the proper translation of Vairagya is the dispassion, aware and constant, becoming witness, becoming seer, to observe, right? Because when you live in the samsara, how is possible everything to renounce? Like a monk can renounce their family, the home, the wife and children, whatever. So they can come to Himalaya, but still they depend also on the objectives. But some renunciation can be helped, some renunciation. But when you are alive in the samsara, in the social life, world life, it's not possible to renounce everything. You may renounce, maybe leave the home for a few days and come to Himalaya in the cave or side of Ganges, but still that is not enough. So we have to learn the proper techniques. The technique, the method is simply aware and conscious and becoming witness of your action and reaction of the breath. That word called Viparya. Because Viparya, the false knowledge, leads to the sufferings, leads to the depression. And even today I read, yesterday I read, in these 2-3 weeks in India, there are three ladies, the actress, they suicide. Could you imagine that? 3 actresses in 2-3 weeks, they suicide. The best actress in that's the Calcutta, and Calcutta, you understand? The West Bengal. So what I mean, so we are actually searching the love, no matter you are actress or the actor or great singers or the poet or the president or the prime minister, no matter, no matter. But we all are searching that love. And when love does not happens, so we actually and doing some all kind of bad things in our life. But that is not the solution. To hang yourself, to kill yourself, or drinking 10 bottles of alcohol, or like myself drink 9 bottles of Coca-Cola, it does not help, nothing. Rather you are going to sick. You are far from the love. So therefore we have to understand, so how to actually live and peacefully, and how to find this inner love, and how to actually experience that Atma Jnana, the secrets of Atma Jnana. That is very important. So as I make you aware, so the secrets of the enlightenment is to develop the awareness, the consciousness about the breaths. So breaths are very important techniques. Pramana, Viparya, Vikalpa, Nidra, and Smriti. This is the breaths. And this breaths are you must take as a good friend, not as obstacles, not as a cause of your sufferings. So Pramana, Viparya. Then Vikalpa, imaginations. we have so many imagination, right? Vikalpa. And this imagination also same methods and same techniques. So we have to be aware what kind of vikalpa we have. Vikalpa means imagination. We expect so many things in our life. How to experience this pure love. Therefore, sometimes, so people marry, they have children, and they think they can marry to get the love. They think they cannot get children, they can get love. And finally, end of the day, they're going to 100 years. They're going to be a grandfather. But end of the day is nothing but suffering and suffering and suffering. So that is the dukkha, and dukkha, nothing else. Sometimes people think, oh, I must leave my family, go to Himalaya. But the Himalaya becomes the sannyasi, and then I can be free, but also not possible. It is all about the consciousness, all about awareness. You can also live in the monk life, or you can live in the sadhu life. You can lead also worldly life. You can live in the samsara, but the technique is the same. But how to have a self-analysis and to understand properly the breath is very important to understand breath is. So otherwise, your breath is leads to trapped. So you are in, you will be in the trapped. And once you are in trapped, there is no way to getting out. So you lost the secrets of the enlightenments. So therefore always think how to getting out of this breath is. So getting out of the breath is, Lord Buddha already explained, to know the root cause of our sufferings. That is the very important. Why I am suffering? Why I cannot find inner love? I have everything in my life, right? So we sometimes like Lord Buddha, he have everything, right? He had everything. You have wife, you have children, you have the palace, what not? You have everything. But end of the day, he could not work out. He's the peace of the mind. He could not work out his inner love, and he was kind of a depression, right? So then, but it was good karma for him, and he tried to introspect and left the home and tried to searching that pure love. So actually, we are following the guidelines of the great masters, so that like Patanjali, he gave him the guidelines to work out the secrets of the enlightenments. So here as a, so normally what happened, the masters, the gurus, they try to make you aware, make you conscious. Techniques are there, methods are there, but make you more aware, more conscious, right? Like we know we are not this body and mind, and we are not this emotion or passions, and after death there is nothing left. But still we are hanging on this body and still searching the love within this physical body and mind and emotion and passions. So still we are entrapped. So we have to be very clear, we are entrapped. So right, we are always in the trapped. So therefore we need constant observations, constant practice, constant efforts. Prayatna, we say prayatna is very important. Constant efforts is very important in order to have the proper self-analysis. But we have to also clarify. We have to clarify. So am I clear now that? So you can actually note 3 points: pramana, viparya, and vikalpa. I'm not teaching nothing new. I'm here to just make you aware, make you conscious, so that you can really look into self-analysis or atmachintana. Right? So then, pramana, viparya, and vikalpa, nidra. Nidra means deep sleep. So this sleep, what does that mean? It's called absence of the consciousness, absence of awareness. Deep sleep is almost like a dead body. Although the subconscious mind remain aware of the deep sleep. That is called subconscious, that is called unconscious mind. Conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. The awakening state of the consciousness, or waking state of the consciousness, dream state of the consciousness, and deep sleep state of the consciousness. So that already we are clear. But we have to bring this consciousness into our common sense, into our viveka. The consciousness, the unconsciousness, and subconscious. The three states of the consciousness we have to put into the morals, put into the viveka. So viveka can actually check into properly and analysis properly. So am I clear? You have to filter the conscious mind, the unconscious mind, and subconscious mind need to be filtered through the viveka. So most of the time we see in our common life, in social life, we say, oh, you don't have any viveka, you don't have any humanity, you don't have little bit heart. What kind of persons you are? Huh? So we are sometimes shouting to people, you don't have any common sense, you don't have any sense. So we sometimes when are angry, and normally we try to speak the people, right? So that is called viveka. So intellectually, we everyone try to think about viveka, but generally, practically, and we are not actually implement in our personal life. So as a yogi, so when you're leading yogic life and walking the path of yogic life, we must develop the consciousness of the viveka, the conscience, the morals, and that need constant practice, constant observation. And this is one of the most secret practice. The secret practice is to trust. But generally what happening, we don't trust for that pure and inner love, right? So therefore, we try to get the like instant coffee, right? Like instant love quickly, very fast. The samsara giving instant love. So end of the day, that also love does not continue long time, because everything will be decay. Anything was born, that will be die. That's no doubts. And everybody knows intellectually, but practically we are not aware, practically we are not conscious, practically we are unconscious. So suffering still is continuing. So name of love. So, and we're searching many things. Name of love. We're searching many things on the material objectives. But end of the day, still we are walking path of a viparya. Viparya means absence of a viveka, absence of a conscience, absence of morals. So actually we are in the trapped. So let get out of the trapped. let get out of the trapped. How to understand properly and how to understand correctly, so that we can guide our mind, our emotions, our passions, our breaths, so that we can enter into kingdom of enlightenments. And as I see that nidra, pramana, viparya, vikalpa, nidra. Nidra means say deep sleep, but absence of the consciousness. We are not aware of nothing. We say deep sleep is the equivalent to dead body. So as a yogic being, so when you are experiencing this higher love, so normally you have to go beyond, beyond the consciousness, unconsciousness, and subconscious, beyond mind, matter, phenomena, right? Then you can experience that higher love. And once you experience that higher love, so already you are understood the state of the three state of the consciousness. The question mark comes, if you understand three state of the consciousness, you already experience love, right? And if you experience love, already you are a experience, I mean, already you are a master of the breaths. So there is no obstacles. It's the vice versa. So the question mark comes, how we can go through this conscious mind, through this unconscious mind, through this subconscious mind, and that is the secrets. It is the secrets. So kala gupta, gupta jnana, the secrets of the knowledge, en route to the enlightenment of the breaths. And that is one of the difficult part in yogic science. So therefore, Maharishi Patanjali explained very beginning, and he talk about breaths, right? So nidra. So nidra means we actually lost the consciousness. And if you lost the consciousness and you are not aware, you are not conscious how to be witness, how to getting out of these all obstacles. Most of the time, our subconscious mind, is remain like our unconscious mind remain aware. For example, you are deep sleep. We are deep sleep. We are not conscious. We become unconscious. So what happening there? For example, on a mosquito bite, sometimes in deep sleep, and you move 10 times in your bed. What happening? You move left to right, right to left. If mosquito comes, then you bite. For example, smash by the hands. But you are not conscious at all. Even not that is the dream state of the consciousness. But there the consciousness all the time watching. And that we are not aware. So therefore, meditation is a technique. Meditation is a method in order to develop the consciousness of our deep sleep state of the mind. Only the technique. Only the technique is called meditation, dhyana. That dhyana leads to all the way in order to experience, in order to aware and conscious what is going on in deep sleep state of the consciousness. That is known as a susupti. And once you are over master of the susupti, then you are going to experience the transcendental consciousness known as a turiyatit. Turiyatit means beyond mind, matter, and phenomenon, where one able to experience the pure love, the absolute love, or known as a atma jnana. And this pure love, once we're experienced, that love will continue all the time. So love is a state of the consciousness. Love is not something, is material objectives, not material objectives. So once we're experienced that pure love, so naturally you see this love with all beings, even the plants, with animals, cave of the Himalayas, Ganges, no worries. So then we can free from all kind of sufferings. Then our social life is more better than before. In social life, when leading common lives, we are suffering. But once we became yogi and became enlightenment and experience that pure love, and that pure love is help you to live peacefully, harmony, no matter whatever the possessions you have. But if you are going to, and without experiencing that pure love, no matter what kind of possessions you have, nothing, the results become leads you suffering. The results is nothing but sufferings, right? As I say that, give big examples. So how we expect the love on the material objectives, that means we depend. So therefore today we are very clear that we suppose not depend the pure love on the material objectives. And these wise people say so, wise yogis say so, the enlightenment people, they have been experienced. So therefore we have to note here how to our mastery of this breath is, and how our mastery of the pramana, viparya, vikalpa, and nidra. Then another class, smriti. Smriti means memory, recollecting the memory of the past, that known as smriti. Memory is nothing, the impression of the mind of the past. So we have so many impressions, either actions, reactions, sadness, smiling. We have so many things, impressions. We have jealous, anger, negative, positive. So memory is nothing but impression of the mind of the past. So we have been so many life in the past. Either maybe we was an animal, maybe dog, maybe cat, maybe plants. We don't know, maybe mosquitoes. So you never know what he was. And you are the stone also. So what I mean, that is all are the memory. So we are accumulating so much memory, and the smrti, all about memory, that is called accumulation of the karmas of the past lives. But how to free from these memories? Again, the question mark comes here. So we have to, like for example, you like to have some water in the earth. So sometimes you dig in the well, right? So you make the efforts. Similarly, we have to digging the memory. Like we have to go depth level of our memory, where and we accumulated of our karma in the past lives. Maybe good karma, maybe bad karma. Somehow Karma is there. Either you develop good karma or bad karma. But somehow karma is karma. Karma always leads to suffering. Even bad karma also leads to suffering. Maybe bad karma, through the good karma, you maybe have good palace, maybe have good wife, good children, good job, motor car, maybe you are president of the country, maybe good actor and actress, what happening? But it's giving you so much pleasure, but there is no love. That to be clear. For example, we say something like two kind of jail. In India, or around the world, when the presidents are doing something wrong in the country, so they get the nice, like a palace, so there is nice palace, so that the prison for them. When a common person do something wrong, they go to iron jail, like normal jails, prisons. So no matter. So prison is prison, either golden prison or the iron prison, right? But no matter, prison is the where you are not going to get freedoms. That prison may be made by the irons, may be made by the gold or the diamonds, no matter. But when you enter into prison, there is no freedom. Similarly, when you're leading the life of samsara, the worldly life, so that is all about karma. So due to good karma, so we have everything is good, but still there is no freedom. There is no love actually. But still, you are depending your love on the objectives. So then bad karma, like poor people, so they have small house, right? They don't have air conditions, maybe they don't have good proper water, maybe not proper food, but still they are also suffering. Either you are rich or the poor, no matter, suffering still is continuing, and your love is still depend on the material objectives. So like that. So karma is karma. Karma always leads to the sufferings, no matter either good karma or the bad karma. As the yogic principles, we must be free from all kind of karmas, all kind of karmas, right? Am I clear that? So now is the time. So now is the time to introspect, self-analysis, atma chintana, what has to be done, and how to awaken this consciousness to know the secrets of the enlightenments. But actually, no one can work out the secrets of the enlightenment for you, but you are the person and stand for it, and you will work out. Nobody can work out for your own liberations, but you will work out for your own liberations, own freedom, own love. And that is the secrets. So we must know the secrets is within you, and the secrets is not outside. The secrets within you, and you must awaken these secrets and the methods, the secrets of the method, the techniques, in order to enter into kingdom of enlightenment. Am I clear now or not clear? The secrets within you, the methods is within you, the techniques is within you, but that you must awake, that must open that consciousness, awake that consciousness, expand that consciousness, as per the science of tantra, as per the science of kundalini, as per the science of kriya yoga, or the rasa yoga, jnana yoga, samadhi yoga, right? So many yoga, chakra yoga, hatha yoga, pranayama yoga, prana yoga. So there are so many yogas, or bhakti yoga, karma yoga, so many yogas are there. But it's very important to know the secrets of the enlightenments, and that is within yourself, that is not outside. So nothing to depend on the external objectives in order to experience the higher love or the higher enlightenments or the higher freedom or atma jnana or the brahma jnana. So am I clear now? So these are the secrets, and these are the methods in order to attain the brahma jnana. So know the secrets, and that all possible only through the viveka, 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 and viveka. And without this knowledge, without viveka, there is not proper awakening or proper understanding the secrets of the enlightenments. So awakening kundalini means awakening of the viveka, awakening of the morals. So therefore, as per the science of tantra, the science of yoga, or the science of advaita, no matter. So the secrets is within you. and you must work hard, must make the positive efforts and awaken this consciousness, and through that consciousness, and you must believe, you must trust, and to achieve that unknown consciousness, which unknown consciousness is known to no one, and that the reason the spiritual science, the unknown consciousness remain mystic throughout all civilizations and will be also mystic remain. We have all kind of certificates today about enlightenment, but certificates of enlightenment, no one has it. So that is the top secrets, right? So if these secrets are given to human being, so human being do something else, and then there will be no secrets. Even today, all kind of scriptures are available, all kind of shastras are available. So many religions, so many shastras, so many temples, so many things are there around the world about name of the spirituality, but still nobody knows the secrets of the enlightenment. And once for enlightenment, and you know the secrets, and once you know the secrets, you know what you are going to do. Nobody going to advise you what you have to do. And that moment you have to say, yes, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm thinking. Yes, I know what I am. Yes, I know my past. Yes, I know my future. Yes, I am. So that is the secret of the consciousness. And once you know this consciousness, and you are not going to say that I know myself, because something is not intellectually expressed. And anyone say, I know myself, is wrong. It's called viparya, it's false knowledge. The person is trapped itself and leading to others also trapped. Actually, nobody knows themselves. All are in the trap today in the samsara. So far in the samsara, so far we are in the trap. So let find this, the secret knowledge, the secret methods, and get light within and be free. We say get light within and free from the old darkness. So, but still, and we discuss today all these intellectual informations as per my understanding and higher understanding of yogis and masters, gurus. Each an individual has to work out the secrets of the enlightenment, Atma Jnana. Thank you. Any questions now? I give now 2-3 minutes. Unmute yourself. If you have any questions, please ask me.
Yeah, maybe the question is the answer. How to make the glimpse, how to make this permanent. It's a samadhi is the permanent, yes. It's a samadhi is the permanent. But then you get along the way to samadhi, you get the glimpses. Yes. It's just practice is the answer, I guess. Abhyasa, viveka.
Abhyasa, but constant observations, constant listening, constant observation. For example, you say, I don't need to listen any satsang, any discussions, any jnana, any sastra, but not possible. We have to listen again and again and again and again, so that one day the knowledge, the consciousness can penetrate to our subconscious mind, the unconscious mind, then we can be free. And the awakening the consciousness will be take place. So therefore, the constant practice, we say satu dirghakala, satu dirghakala abhyasaha, nirantaraha. One should not postpone the practice unless enlightenments. Satu dirghakala abhyasaha. One has to practice constantly, continuously, unless we are enlightenment. So therefore, and we must listen the shastras, the advice of the guidelines by the gurus, by the masters, by the rishis, by the saints, by the enlightenment sentient beings. Thank you. And other who is here now? Vidyanand.
Swami Ji, namaste.
Namaste Ji.
Swami Ji, I am understand very clear. I am a pure consciousness. It's my reality. but through my karma, it's very difficult to understand, to feel that, and to check myself naturally who I am. I live now that life, and all vritti make difficulties to me, because that vritti try to wake up me, and very important to do self analysis and put some filter. All consciousness put throw filter to wake up viveka, and I have to do workout, and that all very difficult to student, and I have to listen your satsang. Thank you so much.
Anyway, you are the, I think what you speak now are the essence what I speak. This is good. Actually, today I try to speak, this is the essence of Yoga and Vedanta, because this Yoga Vedanta course is going on last 2 months. So I try to bring the essence of Yoga and Vedanta. So the topic, the theme was that. So therefore I was putting these topics, and this topic also will continue in different perspectives, as per the Saivism also, as per the science of tantra also. But today was theme is the science of Advaita, science of Advaita Vedanta. So therefore it's enlightenment and it's a methods or its secrets as well. So thank you. Let me chant 3 times Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesabam Vadarayanam Sutrabhasakritam Vande Bhagavanto Punaha Punaha Isvara Garudatmeti Murti Bheva Vidhagine Vimavadvyapta Dehaya Sidachinamurtai Namaham. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us all chant Mahamrita mantra 3 times for the world peace. And at the side of Mother Ganges, I'm here today, and this also, and this Mahamrita also will pray peace and harmony for the all beings and liberation of the all beings, and let all beings coming out of all kind of miseries and obstacles in order to experience the pure love, the harmony around the whole world, the whole cosmos. Let the Mother Earth has to be peaceful. Om Trayambakam Yazamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yobandhanan Mritarmasyamamritan. Om Trayambakam Yazamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yobandhanan Mritarmasyamamritan. Om Trayambakam Yazamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yobandhanan Mritarmasyamamritan. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Also 3 times Gayatri mantra. Today the special day called Somavati Amavasya also, and which is started yesterday. Today almost finished, but still we continue Gayatri mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tassaveturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Nemahi Dhiyo Naha Prachodayam. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tassaveturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayam. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tassaveturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Then we'll do the Brahma Gayatri. Om Hansansaya Vidmahi Paramahansaya Dhimahi Tanno Hansa Prachodayam. Om Hansansaya Vidmahi Paramahansaya Dhimahi Tanno Hansa Prachodayam. Om Hansansaya Vidmahi Paramahansaya Dhimahi Tanno Hansa Prachodayam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let the final mantra, Rudra Gayatri, dedicate Lord Shiva. Dedicate Lord Shiva. Then Mother Ganges will be very happy. Om Tadapurusaya Vidmahi Paramans Tadapurusaya Vidmahi Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayam. Om Tadapurusaya Vidmahi Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayam. Om Tadapurusaya Vidmahi Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Om Gungurubhyo Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Ayam Saraswataye Namaha. Om Klim Kalikaye Namaha. Om Klim Bhadrakalye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Him Namah Shivaya. So let's chant with me 5 times all together. Let's dedicate to Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Harihi Om. Now gently and slowly rub your palms. Keep your warm palms and close the eyes for 3 times. Take your time. And put your hands to the whole body. So, Hari Om Tassat. 3 times. Hari Om Tassat. Hari Om Tassat. Thanks to all. So may Mother Ganges and the Lord Shiva, the Himalayas, bless you all, and our Gurudev Swami Shivananda bless you all. Thank you. And Adi Guru Shankaracharya bless you as well on the path of the Advaita Vedanta. Thank you. Thanks to all.